We've built a lot of cars over the years. We bought this lot because we knew we needed a shop area to work on project cars, you know, 50s customs and stuff. So hot rods.
I needed to open a business where I store cars in a climate-controlled environment.
I'm restoring a couple hot rod cars, and currently I'm working on a 68 Camaro, restoring it as a rotisserie restoration. I have a 46 Chevy pickup that'll be next.
They designed a building for me that was specific to what I needed, had all the features and functionality that I needed, and in the time frame I needed.
It's kind of been a lifelong dream to have a shop. I've always been up for a challenge. This was my first time building one of these buildings. I get great satisfaction out of doing stuff myself and seeing the finished product.
I was mostly a gopher and helped bring parts and pieces in, but I did help with putting up the siding, connecting it to the metal structure of the building. I helped with the painting and cleaning up afterwards. But we always do things as a team.
Had a little bit of help with the office, putting the framework together and the drywall and stuff. The floors I did myself, putting the lift in myself. The lift that I put in, a 2-post lift, it makes it super easy to work on my trucks and cars, lift it right up. And the floor I put in, it's a polyurea. I added tile to the part of the shop to put my classic cars on. The insulation was a huge plus. The temperature in the shop, I have heaters, infrared heaters, and it keeps the shop very warm with barely running them. I have an air conditioning which cools the shop down, and with the insulation it holds the temperature pretty good.
Since I'm going to be putting 4 rows of cars in here, I needed the span wide enough that I could pull cars out into a center aisle. I laid out what I needed from a rough perspective. I was looking for a building that was going to be at least 85 feet. I needed a clear span in the building in order to be able to move around.
Clark County kind of operates like California. They have a tremendous amount of rules and regulations, and after every item that gets completed, you have to have an inspection before you move to the next item. You have to match the material to your main structure, your home.
They engineered the entire building from scratch. Everything worked out great. When they delivered the building, 6 trucks full of parts. Out of all that, I only came up 3 panels short. They immediately got on it, and before I needed those panels, my panels were on site and they solved the problem.
He has a passion for classic cars, and this is going to give him the ability to be able to work on those cars and not have to drive someplace to the shop. He's going to be right next door, and I can keep an eye on him.